Well, here at the bungalow, we've bumped into four gentlemen who are busy walking up the hill, or mountain, I think we'll call it that, and very proudly having the flag. Now, this is interesting in itself because you're seafarers, which has made that point, and this is the flag you'd get on the back of the ships, right?
Yeah, so the Isle of Man Ship Registry is one of the best in the world, and we're sort of walking for seafarers, but mainly Manx seafarers. The King George's Fund for Sailors is a Manx charity, and it's supported the maritime community on the Isle of Man for well over 100 years. Our parent charity is Seafarers UK in England, and the amazing work they're doing, we're raising funds. As you know, COVID-19 has had a huge impact on sailors and seafarers and families and communities across the globe. Rory, he was at sea during the pandemic as well, and there are seafarers that are stuck at sea for almost over a year now. And this is just our small way of being able to help. We know that it's hard out there. It's appalling conditions, and if we're raising funds for the emergency fund.
Okay, let's talk to Rory, because you just recently got the gig, didn't you, on a cunard, and you're having a lovely time, and then this all happens. How's it affected you? I mean, obviously, you clearly should be at sea, shouldn't you?
Yeah, so I'm due to go back actually next week. Luckily, my contract is still ongoing, so the ship currently that I'm sailing on is just off the coast of Southampton at anchor. But yeah, my past contract, I was on the world voyage, and just towards the end, the pandemic really started to take off. So towards the end of my contract, I was just in Southampton for most of, pretty much all the time.
What was it like on board when this all happened? Everything was starting to shut down, wasn't it? And get people off, and the nightmare was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it was because on the ship, so my ship is the Queen Victoria, we have over 50 nationalities on board, all crew members, and it was the company's responsibility to try and repatriate all of them. It was especially difficult with the Filipino crew because their borders were all completely shut. Being from the Isle of Man, I was extended an extra 6 weeks, so I had to correspond a lot with MHKs at the time, and that was also the same time when people in the shipping industry and the airline industry were being considered for key worker status. So really I was just waiting on that to come through for the Isle of Man. Because
it was a bit of time before you got included in that group. I remember you got stuck basically, didn't you, in between?
Yeah, so the UK already saw seafarers as key workers. I think they were one of the first countries in the world actually to recognise them as that. It just was a case of other countries catching up. But the Isle of Man, fairly shortly afterwards, passed legislation into Mould. So. And you made it home? Made it home. So.
Okay. Well, do you know how much money you're going to make today?
Yes, we've already made £1,500, and we're pushing we're trying to aim for 2 now. And that money will go towards seafarers stuck and helping. And also, we've got to recognise the Isle of Man Steam Packaging and the amazing work they've been doing. Our fishing community, everyone, the fishing community on the Isle of Man again, has just been doing an amazing job during the pandemic. So this is our way of showing our appreciation and also raising some funds to help them as well.
Okay. Well, good to see you getting up that hill.
Yeah.
You're going a bit further than just Snaefell, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to head to Ramsey. So it's 12.5 miles in total. So I think we've got past the really tricky part. So.
Finally, I bet you must be looking forward to the day when things get back to some sort of normality and you can go back to sea properly.
Yeah, I mean, it's massively affected the tourism industry, the cruise industry. Lots of countries are advising their residents to not go on cruises right now. We hope that by the start of next year, things will be back to normal. Currently, everything is just postponed until the end of the year. But hopefully, it's a brand new world for everyone now. Everyone's just slowly going to try and get back to normal, but it will take a while.
Okay, well, look out for the Queen Victoria when you get back on board. You can kind of take your Manx flag with you, and he'll probably look after you a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.